Hi, Chloe.
Good morning, Angela. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So, you might have noticed, but I'm not in the office today.
Oh, neither am I. Oh,
Where are you?
Well, I'm in a really lovely bit of Sussex, and there you are in the background. So I've come to have a look at your project that you've been telling me about, your lovely biophilic design project. So, yeah,
So
we're
shall
here.
I turn my camera around?
Yeah, guide us up there.
And then you can ask me questions.
Lovely, let's do it.
So, Chloe, we're in Sussex, and this is the land of the project.
Beautiful. So gorgeous, and to have a lovely pond as well. It's gorgeous. There must be loads of wildlife.
What about all of this for biodiversity?
Beautiful. It's all here. They've got the stream, the ponds, trees. There must be something happening all year round here. It's beautiful.
You can wave at me. Okay, so shall we take a walk up to the office?
Yeah, come and show me your lovely project you've been telling me about.
Okay, so we are in Sussex, and I have been asked to design a home office for a client who I've been working for 15 years now.
So nice.
Yeah, I've worked on their main house, and now because of COVID and because life changes, they've asked me to do their home office.
That's so lovely. So you really do know each other well now, and they really obviously enjoy working with you. It's so nice, Angela.
By the way, I didn't realise you were so tall.
Yes.
So this is it. What it was a greenhouse.
Okay.
So even though I'm at university studying architecture, I was fortunate enough for the clients to trust me to do the whole architecture and start this building from scratch.
It's wonderful. I think that's absolutely brilliant. I mean, you know, interior design is big enough as it is.
So we're still in the land. So this is very much the new design. It's a biophilic home office. So what's going on top, Chloe, is a sedum roof.
Right.
Now this window is a large viewing window, which you'll see inside. And as I just said, I did the architecture as well as the interior design on this project.
Right.
If you look at, it's quite interesting. This is all clay as well. So the clay really retains all the wet and everything else. It can become quite boggy. But how I started the design was from this tree here.
Right, okay, beautiful tree. Do you know what sort of tree it is?
No.
But it's a beautiful tree, and it shouldn't be cut down just because something else is going on next to it. So you've embodied that and embraced it.
Yes. And the reason I chose this tree was because it's a deciduous tree. So in the summer it stops the solar heat gain, and in the winter you get the sun through the trees still, so it makes it, you know, it optimizes it all.
Doing a lovely job of shading and protection the building as well.
So shall we go inside?
Yeah, take me inside. Lovely.
As you noticed, I'm not very good at videoing, so that is one of my skills. So I apologise, everyone. So shall we go round to the front door? And then you can kind of see it. So this is all the land again, everyone. This is
that lovely window is framing the most beautiful view. It's so gorgeous.
Yeah. So let's go around, then you can sort of see it right from the start. This outbuilding is going to be tidied up and sorted out, but this is now the entrance coming down. So
this black is very much a Sussex thing. It's so nice and in keeping with the sort of local area. It's beautiful. So it's a charred sweet wood, sweet horse chestnut. Is that what you said?
Sweet chestnut, and it's all charred. So
great. It just looks so good.
And the reason we chose the sweet chestnut was because of they can be cut down and regrown easily, but also we shouldn't be touching the oak trees because of the biodiversity. Let's leave it to them to live in. So we might need to tell them to turn their jaws off.
Yeah.
But shall we go through?
We're coming in.
They're going to be on the film. Hello everyone. I couldn't ask just for the radio for 2 seconds, could I? And banging. We won't be long. So you can. It's all about the craftsmanship, and we've got some real craftspeople here. So Chloe, do you want to ask me questions about this place?
So it's going to be a home office, but have you optimised views for people using the space?
Yeah, so I've got 2 desks going in here. One sort of in this location here. Just underneath the window, and the other one just over there. Now, the idea is both desks have got a view of the outside from both angles.
That's so important,
But I've also put the windows opposite each other to give airflow, so it's really important to, especially while you're working, to relieve stress and everything else to get the airflow going through.
Yeah, absolutely.
But these are actually the finished walls and ceiling now.
It's beautiful. So you've gone for not the purest grade of ply, but it has so much more figure and much interest in it.
So what we decided to do was use a B grade, and I kind of wanted the building materials to be the honest part of it, and the craftsmanship is, if you look at here, we've got a lovely V join. So
it's such a nice detail. Yeah, it's a really lovely detail.
And kept all of the bits as well.
That's so nice. And of course the lovely ply edge is always a beautiful detail to keep in, isn't it? So and it frames that view. It's so gorgeous.
And the window seat, again, it's about taking breaks and having views from everywhere. So
you can't get a better connection to outside than sitting up against the window, can you?
How is that to sit on?
And you don't even need a cushion on that. It's lovely.
No, so
perfect.
So the final coat of this is just going to be a natural oil on the ceilings and walls.
Will that need redoing, or is that something you just do once?
It depends on wear and tear, but every few years. But it's it's called Osmos.
Yeah, Osmo.
And we're going to do it probably every couple of years.
So just feed the timber, keep it looking beautiful. And it's great because do you think the colour will move over time, or?
I think that I picked the colour, the varnish, the oil that's the clearest one. So hopefully we'll keep the true colour. But what's really lovely is when the sun comes through, this almost becomes golden yellow.
It's going to be so pleasant to work in, isn't it?
Yeah, and so each time you go around, you can see the colour of that and everything, just absolutely beautiful. But what they've also cleverly done is lined all of the panels up along the ceiling, and we're going to leave all the screws exposed.
Lovely. Yeah, I think it just looks so lovely as is, isn't it? And then so you've got surface mounted lights coming, which I imagine will be LED.
Yeah, so they're black. So over here we've got above the desk a track of black spots. Right. They're over there actually. Maybe we can fish them out.
Yeah, you've got some samples over there as well.
Yeah. So as you're sitting at the desk, you're going to very much see the tree that I was talking about. Lovely. So there won't be too much sunshine through.
That's nice.
And then the all-important TV, because this is, a man's office.
It's so lovely, a TV in an office, fantastic. Show me some of your samples.
Okay, so we're leaving the ply, as I said.
Yeah.
But then the bathroom, which we're going to at the moment, we're going for this grey on the walls with just a simple herringbone pattern to it.
Really nice. It's a bit like herringbone breeze block, isn't it? It's kind of like a nicer detail.
Yeah.
Beautiful, and you've got that lovely groove in there again.
Yeah, so kind of like a V joint going through as well.
Beautiful.
And then on the other walls, because when I take you in there, we're only doing 2 walls of the tiles.
Yeah.
So on the floor, we're doing the same tile but a plain finish.
Okay, right, lovely.
And then
nice and easy to clean.
You
So
can't
what-
really see the light, can you?
Yeah, you can actually. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got this going on this shower wall and this long wall here.
Yeah.
So all of the shower head coming out of here and the controls here.
Great.
It's really important to use moisture resistant boards.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that it doesn't. So then on the ceiling and the other walls, we're using this lovely green sagey colour, which actually then makes this kind of look green.
Yeah, I bet it does. Yeah.
And then outside of here, so if you go inside, we've got a concealed system toilet here,
Lovely.
a cut-out detail with probably a wooden shelf here,
Yeah.
a vanity unit here, 800 vanity unit,
Nice.
and then the shower. We've just got a shower screen going out. So
what are those tiles made of?
so they're a combination of different stones and aggregates.
Okay.
I haven't looked too much into the sustainability of these, but I don't know about you, but I'm finding it really hard to find sustainable tiles.
Yeah.
There's a place in Lewes called Local Work Studio.
Yes. Yeah.
Where they experiment with oyster shells.
They're doing some lovely things.
and
aren't they?
things like that.
Yeah.
But these need to be more available. So
Porcelain tends to be a good choice. So
Yeah.
I bet this has got a porcelain content. It looks.
yes, it
I
has.
mean, it's porcelain also as well. So
yeah,
I think
it sounds right.
their production methods are pretty good from what I can.
Yeah.
gather.
Can you see this? So this is the colour of the door now. So
Lovely.
what we're going to do is here. This is going to be a extra large, extra tall door,
It's really nice detail to do that.
and we're going to router out some V joints in the door detail,
Yeah.
and that's going to be this dark green, mossy green. So
Really lovely.
again, as the sun shines, that'll be there. And then
So
it's covered in-
the golden mix of the ply and those greens is going to be really, really natural and lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good. And then this cupboard here is hiding all the manifolds because we've got underfloor heating
Yeah.
running through the hot water
Yeah.
system.
It's quite, even just for space like this, it's quite a lot to house, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got a consumer unit going in there as well.
Great. Yeah.
And then, so then this is all painted in the dark colour as well.
That'll look great.
So, so again, the same V joint detail, but that one, because it's going on to the bathroom, is the extra tall door.
Great. Beautiful.
And we've got a fridge freezer, a combi microwave oven. We've done that so that it's quicker as well for the office,
Yeah. Yeah.
as well as future proofing it. Lots of cutting plates in here.
Great. So this is all your own kitchen spec as well, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my own brand of kitchens. It's all manufactured in Germany by a manufacturers called Hacker. And it's all sustainably made. All the glue joints, everything is. I'll go into that and post details on it so you can see it.
I'd love it if you could find out if they use vegan glues as well.
Okay, we'll have a look at that.
Yeah,
That's
love that.
definitely the
Thank
way
you.
to go. So then we've got a hot water tap. Now the
Great.
reason is that it uses less water
Yeah.
than filling up a kettle, because we always overfill our kettles.
Yeah, they're super efficient, aren't they?
And the so all of the valves are black, and the taps here are black to match
Wonderful.
all of the windows.
So what sort of worktop are you having?
It's exactly the same.
Oh yeah, the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So here it is, actually upside down.
And
So-
then sink. What sort of sink do you?
So it's a Blanco sink, and it's a overmount sink because it's going on a laminate. We can't have it undermount.
Yeah.
So
They look
undermount is
nice.
where it's cut into the stone.
Yeah.
And then we've got a big 914 by 914 paving slab in a concrete colour, not concrete.
Okay.
So it's going to be a recycled rubber floor that looks like big
Oh, that's going to look
paving
great.
slabs.
Yeah, lovely. Nice for. You can't go wrong with big format in a space like this, can
Well, and because we're in the country, we need it to be hard wearing.
you? Yeah, absolutely.
We also need not to be lots of toxic. The great thing is when you've got these kitchens, there's no formaldehyde, nothing toxic in there, which
That's
is so
right.
important for breathing and
Yeah,
especially since we're
absolutely.
getting over the virus. So
Yeah, for sure. And you can have a nice big entrance mat so you're not walking any nasty toxins and things
I
in
haven't
here.
really thought about Nature's mat.
Yeah.
I think
That's my big thing, is to have a good mat, because obviously you don't want to walk in stuff from outside and then shut yourself in that space with that all those particles going on. So
you know the natural carpet I just showed you in the main house?
yeah,
I can get that bound, and that's completely waterproof as well. So
yeah, that'd be good.
I think I'll do a longer runner section here.
Yeah,
And then the boardroom table is here. So
lovely.
that's going to be a piece of wood. I haven't sourced the wood yet, but it'll be sustainable.
So that'll be in this area. That's lovely. So the visitors come in, sit around the table.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
And then
Well
I've got
done.
some green canvas aviator chairs, because it goes with the guy's business as well.
Yeah, how nice.
Do you also know, I'm sure you know, but somebody else might know, is when you use timber, and we have to not touch oak because that's for the biodiversity,
Yeah.
it sequesters the carbon. So even when it's in the room, it's still sequestering, still
Yeah,
storing the carbon.
we said this last time, but yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's so important to use timber, timber frame right down to furniture.
Yeah.
Trying to use as much of it because it's such a good carbon sink.
So
it's lovely.
we're finishing, this is the square edge detailing on the skirting boards.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
So we're leaving the ply finished as well as the detail.
Perfect. Oh,
Going
it's
through.
great. You've really thought about lots of details, Angela. It's
And
really
then
interesting.
out here, wrapped around the deck, will be a deck area.
Yeah,
Wrapped around the tree.
beautiful.
But again, the biophilic design is bringing nature indoors. People think it's just plants. You don't have to use one single plant in a room to make it biophilic design.
Yeah, it's not just, it's so much more. And this is where you've got that rain chain, isn't it, on the outside for the deer.
Shall we go
Beautiful.
and have a look on the outside as well? So, but imagine sitting here.
Oh no, it's so lovely. This is what we should be doing with windows all the time, making them into window seats.
Should we go around the outside, because I think the builders want to get on there?
Yeah,
So-
come on then.
Right, so we've just come outside. What do you think of the outside, Chloe?
Oh, I love it. I mean, this black, I'm all for this black. It's beautiful and it's such a lovely timber. So is this where you were saying the rain chain would be?
Yeah, so it's not finished yet, but the lead detail poking out up there is going to have a chain attached to it. So again, it's really important when we're working to have rest breaks, and water is, as we know, really important sort of calminess and everything else. So what we've got is a sedum roof going up on the roof, and then the rain chain will bring the water down to a trough which will feed the deer, because the land has lots of deer here as well.
It's great. You must be really pleased with yourself. It's a beautiful project. I'm sure your clients love it as well.
Oh, thank you.
It's going to be great. Make sure you give us some photos to look at when it's complete and furnished.
Yeah, and I can start to, I'll give you information on the kitchen as well. So,
Lovely.
do you know what this is? So, this is lichen or lichen,
Yeah.
and it only grows on trees that are 50 years plus.
Oh, okay. So that's how you can identify.
So you
But we
know.
don't know the species, but we know how old it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice thing to know. It's a lovely colour, actually, isn't it?
But look at all those lovely spring buds coming out.
A lot of the colours you've chosen inside are not dissimilar, so probably unwittingly that tree's been more of an inspiration than you realise.
Yeah, also the rugs in the seating area where the sofas are going to be, they're from a manufacturer called Eggy, E-G-E,
Yeah.
and they actually feel and look like moss. So
Oh,
again,
this is
you're
the moss
getting lots of senses. Now there's lots of, hopefully they'll go barefoot and really enjoy the rug
wow.
underneath as
How
well.
lovely.
So everything's about de-stressing, but also stimulating you cognitively, so that you work to the best you can. So
And I know you tried to get solar panels and that was just one step too far, but that could always happen later. It's not
absolutely.
impossible to
So we were going to go for solar panels, and the government do a grant system.
yeah.
However, because it's not the house,
Not a residence.
it's a home office, it wasn't covered on that, and the budget wouldn't allow.
But over time, I mean, they're getting hugely cheaper all the time, aren't they? So it won't be before long. You can just buy
Yeah.
some, put them up there.
We've got an air source heat pump going in though.
Wonderful.
And we've also got the sedum roof, which helps with the heat gain and keeping the heat inside the building, and obviously for the biodiversity as well.
Brilliant.
So,
You've done so well. Well done.
well,
Thank
it's
you
nice
for
to
sharing.
finally meet you in
I know,
person.
it's crazy. Yeah, this is lovely. We'll probably go back to Zoom sometimes, but this is nice to actually get out and see a project.
Yeah,
Thanks
and
ever so
I think we'll practice our videoing skills.
We'll get better. We'll get better, everyone.
Yeah, so sorry if it's going like this everywhere.
Thank you, Angela.
Okay, right, see you soon. Bye, Chloe.
Bye.